Okay, quick July tour. So I've been working on trying to fill in under these trees with some grass. I also threw wildflower seeds in there, and they're kind of growing. It's kind of shady. I don't know how well it's going to work, but I thought I'd try it. Oh, I got this compost bin thing. Yeah, I've been cleaning up the bare spots. I've got this thing where the tree used to be all pretty well filled in. There's a couple little spots that are still trying to fill in. Got my my bush line here. I threw in these plants that they're supposed to spread and have flowers on them. Front's doing pretty good. Grass is looking alright. Got more bare spots I'm working on. See, still having a hard time getting these little spots filled in, but kind of getting there. This plant here, I think I'm going to rip these out. They're really nice, but they bloom once and then that's it, and then they just look like sticks the rest of the season. Even under this tree, this was always bare. I've been working on this. I tried to soften it all up and get it in. It's needs some more filling, but it's starting to get there. Got my old crooked tree I like. I got the purple flowers. I accidentally cut a bunch of the tops of those off, I think, so I don't think I'm going to get too many of them this year, but we'll see. I got the neighbor's yard, trying to overtake mine with weeds, so I kind of tried to spray it, and I don't know, I think it's going to be ugly. I've got bushes doing pretty huge. I need to trim that. This is the hydrangea that never flowers. It is literally nearly 4 feet tall. I think it's 4 feet tall now. It's huge. This guy's starting to get its flowers. Got our gnomes. Got the drunken gnome. He's all passed out. Another. And got the I like this thing. I just put this plant in earlier this week. I pulled the old one out and put it in there for now. It used to be over here, but I put this new one in. And it's got one little flower on it. And it's supposed to be a ground cover. This thing here we put in last year. Looks like it's finally growing. I guess it grows later in the season. These pots, this pot has sunflowers in it. I don't know what to do with them yet. This one here is new. It looks like it's getting ready to bloom. I forget what that was called. This viney thing is not doing too well, but it is surviving. Now this thing is blowing up. Look how big this thing is. Look how many flowers it has. Put that in last year. It looks great. They turn pink after a while. We'll see how that goes later in the season. My other hydrangea, last year this one was brimming with flowers, and I think I fucked it up because I don't see any sprouting. I got this guy, he's doing good, nice and big. This thing here ain't doing too well. Let's walk around to the back. Oh yeah, put a flag up. Put a couple daffodils in. One of them died already. Got these two here. I just planted them, so they're probably not doing great. This thing here didn't get a lot of water, so it's got a lot of holes in it. I think next year it'll be better though. It's getting its annual flowers. This used to be in the front. I moved it. Back here, I need to start watering over here because I planted seed. I need more gravel. Grass is looking alright. Got all these rocks out from the pond. This big old weed here I gotta kill too. I started rebuilding it and I'm too lazy to finish it. But that's pond. I see I started putting this mortar so it holds together because it keeps falling apart. You see that big rock on the bottom there? It fell off the wall. There's two of them. It keeps doing that. I asked my brother to set it up like that and he didn't listen, and it keeps falling apart. Ooh, there's a big fish over there. there's quite a few fish in here. The water is really nice and clear. I have the filter off right now because I was feeding them, and it goes into that little thing. This guy here's getting brave. They don't usually come up to the top like that. I got the hammock. I was just laying on that a bit ago. I got a second one for the front yard. I haven't put it in yet. Got started digging up this stuff to try to get the back looking nicer too. We got Yoshi over here. He's a good boy. And I've been, I don't know, I've been pruned up this tree a bit. Look at this thing. It's just falling apart. I held it with a board. Pathetic. Pathetic. Got my pile of crap over here. It's actually their yard, but I just took it over because who cares? They don't care. You got a bunch of these big holes. Kind of gophers or something living in there. Trying to grow over here. I got it looks thin, but it is growing. I got all these nuts. These nuts are a pain in the butt. Now I got that basket thing I showed you the other day. Helps clean it up. My new yard sweeper. Haven't used it for a while because I'm seeding. Shed's got the new doors. Door's bowed, so it doesn't close right. I don't know if I could show that. It might be kind of hard to show. I gotta get some steel and force it to flatten it out. Been cutting up logs, piling up bigger ones here. Here's a pile of sticks. Here's a big log. My chainsaw died, so I didn't finish it. These used to be by the house, and they were ugly because they were always dry, so I told the guys to throw it in the woods, and then we threw them in the woods, and now they look really healthy. Of course, it's getting eaten by bugs now, but they're actually pretty nice. Big old pile of crap gravel here. Some bricks. Here's a smaller pile. Smaller sticks. Gotta finish cutting that. A little trailer. Very handy. Trying to loosen up the soil back here a little bit at a time to seed it. This whole area used to be like sticks and brush and just garbage everywhere, and I cleaned it all out. And I'm still trying to get the grass to grow in, but it used to be all the way up to that tree was bare, so it's getting there. I'm actively seeding this area right now. I was just actually pulling the roots up. I gotta come back with a saw and finish cutting this one off. I just yank on it and I just keep pulling more and more roots out of there. I just kept pulling it. Probably the trees aren't gonna like it, but it is what it is. I love this tree. I don't know what this tree is. It's got these really fine, it's not like pine, but it's, I don't know what it is. They look kind of like pine needles, but they're super soft. And it's a pretty big tree. There's just these little ones have been sprouting out the side. I'm gonna let them grow for a while. I love this tree. I forget what it's called, but I love it. Got the fence back here falling apart. I was thinking about chopping it up into firewood and then having, so I could actually pull the trailer back there to dump stuff. Seeding. It gets really wet in this area, so that keeps getting bare from getting stuck. But it looks a lot healthier than it used to. A lot of this grass is garbage. It's like it peels right off the ground. Let's see if I can find some that'll do it. Like this stuff here, this just peels off like nothing. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. It's probably most of the yard is like that, so it's very frustrating. I have to replace it all, but I can't do it all at once. It's too much work, so I'm just picking areas. I get this all loosened up. There used to be all branches everywhere. I gotta get all cleaned out. Get some extra blocks over here I gotta get rid of. But I just kind of finished raking this out, trying to throw some seed in there. It's very shady, so it won't grow easily, but I threw some on this side and it has been growing just really thin. Then I got my, oh yeah, I got this pop-up for yard waste. Paver patio, path that wraps around the deck. The deck, we painted it 2 years ago, it's already peeling. Very frustrating. At the rear garage door. You got one in the front and the back so you can pull through. Yeah, got the same gravel back here. I threw this in, it's doing okay. Yoshi dug a big hole for me. And yeah, I don't know, it's getting there. Oh yeah, I got this all. This was a lot of that grass that was peeling off like I showed before. I kind of peeled up a bunch of spots and raked it up. I'm going to try to grow that in. So that's the July update.